Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018. And since last episode, the Ipswich game, we played quite a few games. So yeah, we ended with the goalless draw versus Ipswich. And after that, our bad shape continued because we actually lost versus Millwall. But then we quickly bounced back and got a good win at home versus Bristol City and followed that up with another decent win versus Wednesday away. And then after that, a bit of an annoying goalless draw at home versus Brentford. Really feel like we should have been able to beat them at home, but it wasn't meant to be. And then last game, I'm actually very pleased with this result because you know that sometimes you play games where you make changes to the team and you feel like the changes really affects the game and that makes you feel good. That was exactly what happened in this game. Like after like 20-25 minutes, they have had like 5 chances and we have had like 1. So I changed a few things around, and after that, like we started creating chance after chance after chance, and then in the end, we ended up with like kind of like 10 chances or something like that. So we only managed to win with 1 goal, but I really like it. Really felt like the small changes I did made a difference, and it's made us start performing well, and that made me like feel like a good coach. Could all have been, of course, up to RNG, but it made me feel good. Today we are playing Leeds, and Leeds is, as you all know, a club with a big history. Those 3 Premiership wins, the 2 Euro Cup wins, and of course they have been during Champions League adventures back in the days. So this is a club with a huge history, and looking at this current standing, they are in 7th place, but don't get fooled. Take a look at this top. When I decided that my next game that I would record were the Leeds game, they were actually, I believe, in 2nd place, maybe 3rd, because look at the points difference here. If they win today, they're going to take 3 points, and with 3 points, they could be in 2nd place in the league table. So it's just 3 points between 2nd place and 7th place. So yeah, huge difference between these two. Other than that, I did sign Rossi, and he became injured. Well, I mean, we know that was a big risk. He is injured prone, so he picked up 3 to 6 weeks injury. But yeah, I'm not surprised. We know that was the risk. And I'm probably just going to use him for this season and then sell him during the summer and do some profit because we got him for free. But I still feel like what I said before, he's going to be very good. Just have on the bench coming on from the last 20 minutes when we are trying to score something. Let's see, did I pick up on another injury? I think I did. Well, nothing too serious. I have picked up other injuries, but it looks like the guys are back in business. And talking about transfers, as you can see, it's the 23rd of December, which means the January transfer window is coming up soon. So I have been checking out potential free transfers for next season, because we know that if we're going to get promoted, we're going to need to strengthen our team. Right now, though, all these fancy names, they are of course not interested in joining our club. If it's sort of with players that actually are interested in joining us, not as fancy names, but maybe that's going to change if we get promoted. But of course, probably most of these guys will already be taken by then. But I mean, I keep on scouting all of them. Hopefully, we could pick up one or two interesting signings as free transfers for the summer that will strengthen the team. But we'll have to wait and see. But when I was scouting everybody that has an expiring contract, I actually find a really interesting youngster and decided to sign him before his contract expired in the summer, because there were a lot of clubs that were interested in him and he was really cheap. And that was this guy, this young guy from Norway. As you can see, his contract is expiring, and I found him when I was scouting players with expiring contracts, and he looks really good. Because the way I noticed him was like I saw ASAP, like a lot of clubs was interested in him, but I hadn't scouted him. So I started scouting him because so many clubs were interested in him, and I found out like, yeah, it looks really good. That potential, 18 in termination, is perfectionist. Like he is looking really promising. So I just like decided to try to catch him before all the clubs. As you can see, his value is really low, and I got him for 400k, and then an offer, I believe it was like another 500k if he plays 50 games for us. And of course, if he plays 50 games for us, that means he was worth that money. And while scouting him, I decided to scout more youngsters that I were interested during the summer, but I didn't manage to sign them. And one of them was Sosa, one of my favorite players from my last YouTube series, the AC Milan one. When I scouted him during the summer, he had no interest in joining us. But when I scouted him now, it said that he were actually kind of had a small interest in joining us. So I decided to make an offer, and well, he is joining us in January. And since I know that how good he was for me in the AC Milan save, I was willing to spend quite some money for him. And I'm spending 5 million for him. But there's also a payment plan, because they wouldn't accept 5 mil. I had to top it off a bit. So I did what I think is a smart move. They are going to get like another 5 mil if he plays 50 games for us, and another 5 mil if he scores 50 goals for us, and then like maybe like 2 or 3 mils after he plays like 30 national team games. So I feel like this is a great idea considering how good he was for me in my last save, because I feel like if we are going to end up paying all that amount of money, that means like he has been great for us, and if it's not great for us, we're not going to end up paying all that money. And we have a tunnel into you. What do you want to know here? They are talking about the derby, of course. It's a derby versus Leeds. And what do you want to say? Maybe it's something like that. And of course, the best chance of winning is with 11 players on the pitch. And yeah, game on. But yeah, some interesting signings coming up in January. Probably going to loan out the Norwegian ASAP, because he doesn't need any tutoring. He's ready for it. So it would be great if you could loan him out for the rest of the season, so you get more first team experience and keeps on developing. And for Sosa, I would see if I can tutor him. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. And if I'm not going to be able to, I might loan him out also. But it would be great if I could tutor him. Here's Dicko into the box. And cross, and look at this, and it's a beautiful start. We are taking the lead away versus Leeds United. It's Grosicki, and actually Dicko, who sets up Grosicki with assist there. He is injury prone, as you might know, and he's been a goal scoring machine for us this season, and he's a top goal scorer of the league. But he's also been like injured quite a few times. Luckily for us though, it's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks injuries. And actually during last game, the game we won with 1 goal against none, he basically scored a goal for us in the first half, and then he got injured and didn't play more that game. But fortunately he was only out for like 2 or 3 days, so he can play for us once again, because we need him. But yeah, we have a very big squad now, especially with 2 more players coming in, and all those players coming back from injuries that we had in the beginning of the season. So I'm definitely going to try to sell some players during the January window. I mentioned it before, but we just have too many players, and even if there's some players that are like good for us, if they are not playing games, the value will just decay, and their form, their ability will decay. So even if they are playing like they are pretty good, it's not just worth it to just keep them in the squad if that just means like have them as a backup and see their value. Oh, it's going to be a penalty! It's going to be a penalty, and I believe actually this is only our 2nd penalty for the whole season. And the first penalty, if I'm remembering things right, we got in our very first game of this series, and just like in that game, we scored. So we have had 2 penalties for the whole season and scored 2 goals. But that one looked like pretty close for the goalkeeper to save that one. He might even have touched it. No, he didn't. It was too good of a penalty. The goalkeeper just went in the right direction. And this is a beautiful result for us right now. Really, really good result. Here's Grujic. Can we create something more from here? Into the box for Bowen. Bridgie, and oh my god, that was like shot from a cannon, and it hit the top bar, and that could have been a sensational goal from Bridgie. And of course, as we are talking, we are picking up an injury, is Grosicki, and what would be a good option for this one? Very frustrating. I think Veer is best player, the best option to bring in right now. Can work like that. But yeah, that was that goal. Not that goal, but that hit of the woodwork from Bridgie could have been a sensational goal. Just been like a few inches lower, that would be a masterpiece. Clock is ticking. We should get the halftime whistle, and there it is. So I'm very, very pleased with this first half, especially since we are playing away versus Leeds. It's a derby against one of the best teams in the league. They were 3 points from second place before this game. This is an extremely good result right now, but we can't take anything for granted, especially since it's a derby. You know that they will come out fighting with a passion. So we need to tell the lads, don't get complacent. Things can turn around very quickly in football. Keep focused, and they agree, at least most of them. That was the effect we wanted from that team talk, definitely. But yeah, we need to focus. Maybe we can play as well in this one as we did in the first one, and then things will look really good for us. This Stewart, Krujic, and his Dicko, and it's hit the post! That's the second time this game we hit the woodwork. Come on, guys. We need to do better. I mean, we can't really complain. We're doing well, but the woodwork twice. I mean, there will be games this season when we really can't afford hitting the woodwork twice. We need to score goals. And of course, as I said that, and let's highlight, it is Leeds, but we're intercepted. Bridgie, back to Kingsley. Kingsley for Veer. Still not certain. There are a lot of players here that could intercept this one. And look at this pass. Here's Dicko. Dicko into the box. And that was a weak finisher. I mean, he definitely could have done better there. The goalkeeper, he didn't even have to like move to save that one. He just put up his hands and picked it down. So yeah, I feel like Dicko definitely could have done better there. Clock is ticking away though. And Dicko has picked up a potential injury. Oh my god, we are going to sub him ASAP after this highlight, because we know, I was talking about it earlier, he's injury prone, he's picked up a lot of injuries during this season, and we really can't risk him because he is our main goal scorer right now. So let's sub him ASAP, not taking any risks here like that. And this is a bit worrisome because we have been forced to make 2 early subs because of injuries. And as I say that, here is number 3. This is ridiculous. This is, I mean, I feel like we are, oh my god. This is our captain, Dawson, picks up another injury. And I mean, we are playing really well now. We are about hopefully getting a really good result, but it looks like it's going to come with a very, very high price. We are risking to miss 3 of our starting players. And of course, here is Leeds. Oh my god, just outside the post. If they would have scored there, I would have changed things around, starting playing a lot more defensively for the last few minutes. But as long as we have a 2-goal lead, I'm going to stay like this. Because sometimes, no, I'm probably going to eat my words there because they're attacking. But sometimes just keep on attacking, putting pressure on them is a good way to defend. But this is going to be a goal, yes it is. And now we are going to do this Mourinho style. We are definitely going to be parking the bus here for the last few minutes. You are already defensive. You are going to focus on defense. And you are going to focus defensive winger, sounds good, focusing on defense. And another defensive winger focusing on defense. We could even go as far as we're going to play with 2 defensive midfielders here. So let's do that. Like this. I want you in the middle. Beautiful. And you're focusing on support. We're actually going to bring you down as deep lying midfielder defense. Already midfielder, beautiful. And you are going to be a defensive forward, focusing on defense. I mean, we have studied Mourinho, and he taught us how to park the bus. We are going to go defensively. We are going to be structured. We are definitely going to waste time. Guys, now show me that you have watched Mourinho in action. We have 4 minutes, probably going to be at least another 4 minutes of extra time throughout 8, maybe 10 minutes. We need to survive now. And let's take a look at the replay here. Is it the... I'm going to take a look at it after the highlight. Kingsley clears it into the box. Sako, and that one, it bounces off, I believe, one of the defenders a bit... No, it actually bounces off one of the players into the goal. But I need to take a look here at their team. Now, like, I saw the name Berardi and I was thinking about a player I had in another save, but it's clearly not him. Okay, it's taking 5 minutes of extra time. Here's Kingsley with the free kick, and well, it's over the top bar. We are 2 minutes, 3 minutes into extra time, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and this is extremely dangerous. Ooh, that's over. No, that should be it. That should be it. Now we are waiting for the full-time whistle, and this is a very, very, very good result. Really good result. I'm going to tell the lads I am happy. It was a good win. And yeah, really good result. But now, here comes the worrisome things. Now we're going to pray to the Football Manager and G gods that we haven't got any serious injuries, because we know that we subbed 3 players because of injuries. So let's see what happens here. And Grosicki out for 3 to 6 weeks. And he is our best player. In both these positions is our best players. So that's definitely going to be a huge blow for us. We're going to leave him to the physio, not going to risk anything with the injections. And then Dawson, 2 to 3 weeks, not too bad, we can handle it. Actually, there's been clubs interested in him. It's not, they are now, but there were Premiership clubs that were interested in him for the January window, but maybe that injury changed it. And it looks like Dicko is fine. Let's take a look at the league table. And we find ourselves in a very good situation. But we need to remember, we have played 1 more games than the other top teams. And most likely, the gap will be smaller when they have played 23 games themselves. But look at this. Dicko, top goal scorer. Dicko, highest average rating, with Bowen just behind him. Bowen, the assist king. And Grujic, the most man of the match. But the worrisome thing is with Dicko, as I said, he is injury prone, and he has picked up quite a few injuries, and not too many, but 3 injuries during this stint. But these, yeah, like this one doesn't count because he's back ASAP. But I've been talking too much. It's time to end this episode. As always, thank you so much, guys, for sharing your time with me. And I love when you're active commenting on the videos. I love the feedback you get or your opinions. So make sure to use that comment function, because I love to hear from you guys. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.